Take one.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Fumi Fashion and Beauty. Today's episode is going to be about foundations, my loves. A lot of you have highly requested for me to do an episode on my favorite foundations. It's kind of hard because it depends on my mood, what I like. It depends on the weather, the season, but more importantly, it depends on what my skin is trying to tell me. So right here, I have a bunch of high-end-esque foundations because they just work for my oily skin, and that's what we're going to talk about. If you are a woman of color, if you have very oily skin and you don't have that much of a problem skin, so to speak, you don't have that many lines, you don't have that much acne, stay tuned, darlings, because you know what, I am your girl. I'm feeling very jazzy today. I've got my Lip Kit Kylie Mary Jo K, feeling fabulous. I bought this blouse 10 years ago. It still fits. That's because it's elastic, it stretches. Okay, you know what, without any further ado, let's get into it. First up, love this. This is Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, and I have this in Deep 74. It's a bit light, I'm not gonna lie. What I love about it, the Lock-It as in matte it is absolutely matte proof. Damn near almost a little bit too matte proof. If you don't smear this thing over your face in like 5 seconds flat, you're gonna have to stretch and wipe. But I promise you, not a single sweat bead will pop through. I adore this. Is it high-end? Kinda, sorta, expensive, but is it worth your money? Absolutely. Very little goes a long way. I love the packaging. I love the fact that she has like a little plug right here. Hold on, my sister's calling me. Let us see, she's FaceTiming me. I'm loving this. Hello.
Hey, gorgeous.
Hello, Ronke. Say hello to Fumi Fashion and Beauty.
Hi, everyone.
I love it. I love it. I love it. She calls me from New York. She's always calling me about one thing or the other. What can I tell you? Big sister, little sister relationships, but it's good. What do you want, sister?
I need to borrow some clothes.
Fat chance. And you know, I'm not going to edit this. This is going to go. Gokus, what's up, girlfriend?
Not too much. Would you want to finish and call me back?
Of course, yes. Love you.
We edit it too.
It's going right in.
Okay,
love you. Thank you, darling. Bye. What can I tell you? Family. So where was I? Yes. So the Lock-It foundation, Kat Von D, has a little plugger stop here. I adore this for a couple of reasons. It doesn't fall out, not that the foundation will, but you know, in heat it will smear, so on and so forth. Now, talking about in smearing, this is what I love about it. The plug itself keeps it moist. So that way you can use the entire product. I'm very particular about this because it's expensive-esque. I bought this on Sephora. I don't remember the price point exactly, but it's not exactly drugstore. Other than that, any pump is great. Any pump is great because you just take the amount of product that you need, and then you put on your brush, your artiste brush and your fingertips, whatever, you warm it up and you put it on your skin. Like I said, why do I love this? Because it's one of the most mattifying foundations for oily skin. So this is the Lock-It foundation. It is Deep 74. My complexion, you will have to mix this puppy because that's the color, that's the darkest that it is. But look at it by my face. My hands are darker than my face, so it's not that big of a shock kind of thing. Thank you, Ola. He brought me some tissue so I can wipe because it's swatch 1. So don't worry about it. Go for the long lasting if you have oily skin. It will work for you. All right. Thank you, Ola. Number 2 is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, number 14. Again, one of the darkest. Again, absolutely fabulous. What I love about this, let's start from the beginning. I adore the pump, again, because you only take the product that you need, and it's great for oily skin. It's medium coverage, and it goes on pretty well, I must admit. The price point, again, is Giorgio Armani, so am I really going to go down that road? No. But you get what you get for the amount that you pay. Yeah? Does that sound right? I don't think it sounded right, but I think you get what I mean. What I love about this, the color. The color payoff is the closest to my complexion out there so far to date. And you know what I like about it? The more you put on, the fuller of coverage that you get. I adore this because some foundations become very clumpy, they become big, they become very patchy, and then it's a mess and you have to do it all over again. So Giorgio Armani has been my staple for a year and a half, and this is like my second bottle. Adore it. Let us do this little swatch loops. Just look at how smooth and creamy it just lays, and just look at it, and compared to my skin, it is almost a match. It's almost a match. How can I resist? How can I resist when I get colors like this? And like I said, I will never compromise my complexion. I love my dark skin. I love the fact that I'm that dark. I'm kind of sort of different from the norm because we don't have that many very, very, very dark beauty YouTubers out there. So I am a voice for all of you all out there, my sisters. Yes, I am on your side. And I'm out there to get the best foundations that I can find out there. And Giorgio Armani is number 2. Love it, love it, love it. Because of the consistency of it. I love the fact that I don't get any kind of reactions out of it. I don't get any bumps, nothing negative to say about it. And again, like I said, the more you layer, the more coverage. Just look at how beautiful this is. And it's not even dry yet. Yeah, I agree with you. It's up there. So number 3, in no particular order, is Nars Loops, and this is Khartoum. Love this as well. Now, I'm not crazy about the fact that it didn't have a pump. I thought it was very cheeky of you guys to come and sell this to me and then now squeeze another 11, 17 pounds out of my little purse, or Ula's purse as the case may be, to buy the pump. How dare you? I was desperate. So you know what? I said, I'll get this and I'll just have to ration. I did not buy the pump. It does come with the pump for you guys that feel that, you know what, you're just pump addicts. You can get it. Other than that, love it. Nars had another foundation that was Louminous, I think. And don't get me wrong, I love Louminous foundations. But again, my skin is luminous for the mere fact that I have terribly, terribly oily skin. This is good because I'm in my 40s, and I've been told many a time that I don't look like I'm in my 40s. So I take that as a compliment. Okay, moving forward. So anyway, let us sample this. Let us sample this so I can show you the payoff right here. Look at it. It's darker. You can barely see it. Do you see? So, you know, on those like hot summer nights, especially like the end of summer, I've gotten another shade darker or two. Yes, women of color do get suntanned and we get darker, and I love to use this. And again, as you can see it, it's a medium coverage. It does very well. It's very fluid. It moves very well. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge, whatever you like, and it works. I have not heard any complaints across the board for those of you that have dry skin. Those of you that have dry complexions, you must know that you have to wear moisturizer. You must know that everybody must wear a primer before you wear any kind of foundation because it's heavy. Your pores, and of course, at night, make sure that you have your skin routine to get all of this gook out. While we want to have our best face forward, darlings, if you can afford it, go for Nars. It's a fantastic foundation. Like I said, it's a medium coverage which goes a long way. And look at just one swipe. Just look at it. You can barely see it, and it's not even dry yet. So that tells you. Beautiful. All right, we're going to Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent, and this number is, let me just double check. This is B90. This is one of the darkest foundations that they have. I love it. Medium to full coverage. I don't usually go for light coverage because I just don't see the need for it. If I'm going light, then I'll just have moisturizer with a tint of color. That's what I consider light. I'll go medium when I want to, you know, be very glam, when I want to go out, or I know I'm going out for the whole day and I've got a whole bunch of meetings back to back. That's my thing. At the same time, I don't want it to dry out my skin. I find that the Yves Saint Laurent, the Touche Eclat, Teint Touche Eclat is the most moisturizing. It's the most moisturizing, and I don't feel myself cracking up. I don't feel myself drying out, and it's a lighter kind of in-between medium shade, kind of coca, and we're going to do a little swatch for you guys, okay? It also comes with a pump. There you go. So you can see it's a little lighter than the Nars and the Giorgio Armani. But I love this because sometimes what I do is that I put this foundation in the center of my face just to continue with that highlight before I now highlight my face underneath my eyes, you know, nose and so on and so forth. And I like it. Like I said, what I love about this particular foundation is that it's very moisturizing and I don't feel that it does any kind of damage whatsoever to my complexion. You guys lucked out because all of these foundations that I'm mentioning for you, it goes all the way from lily white to as dark as I am. That is what I can tell you. So those of you that are thinking, oh my God, she's a dark girl, I'm not sure whether I can relate. You can relate in the sense that why I'm talking about the moisturizing and the long lasting, so on and so forth, because it doesn't really depend on the color of your skin. It will depend more than anything on your skin type. And then you can kind of relate and say to yourself, okay, do I need to add a little bit more moisturizer here, so on and so forth. So that's where I'm trying to gear towards so that all of you can enjoy it. But every brand that I'm talking about, you, my beautiful Caucasian sisters, you know they're going to have your color. Those that are pink undertoned, yellow undertoned, they have that. This I'm just trying to narrow down for my darker sisters like myself, because it's not that easy and it really is a witch hunt for us to find those foundations that at least can complement us from the collarbone up to the ears, something, anything. Yves Saint Laurent. They got the B90 and I know they got the B80. I think they've come up with some other stuff. I'm not sure. I've got a couple of friends down at the counters and they told me that they had changed the product brand name, foundations or whatever. So please don't take everything as gospel because some things might have changed on the counters when you go out there. So this is just make sure that you ask. Yeah. And of course, I'm going to link all of these foundations down for you below. All right. Alrighty. We're going to number 5, Makipo. How can you go wrong with MAC? Now let me tell you what this is. This is NW58. This is one of the darkest foundations that I have, and I kind of use it for a contour again in the summer or when I go to Nigeria and it's really, really dark, or Gambia for that matter, and I get like a super dark tan. This is the one that I reach out for. Let us swatch. I don't think you guys can even see it because it is the same color as my hand. Now when you compare that to my face, you can understand what I'm talking about. This is the NW58. Love it religiously. When you do cream contours, I do a lot of powder contours because it's just easier for me, it's faster for me. But if I do like a cream contour, I'm going to reach out for this, baby. Yes, I am. Beautiful liquid foundation, Studio Fix Fluid SP15, and this is Fond de Teint SP515. So that's like sun damage, because Ula was telling me about this the other day, and it is by MAC, the NW58. For those super dark Alec Wake girls, you can go with this and it will work for you. Well, you know MAC is fantastic because they got like a whole range up in there, and I love this. Yeah, we are going to Lancome, and this is the Teint Idole Ultra 24, and this has a hint of red. As you can see, it has a hint of red, and this works for me when I'm doing my cream foundation contour. This works for me. Adore it. Love it. And it stays on all day. It does transfer. As a matter of fact, I tell you, all of the ones that I've mentioned have transferred apart from the Kat Von D. The Kat Von D does not transfer at all. And I love it. The same thing goes with the Lancome. These are the two that don't transfer. And so when you want to wear that gorgeous, beautiful white, pink shirt, t-shirt, go with these. Go with these. The others, the hotter you get, you perspire, is going to kind of break down, and then it will start to soil still. So it will start to soil and stain. So you have to be very careful that when you're, perspiring, that you just dab and make sure that you don't touch any of your, beautiful clothing. Estee Lauder's Double Wear Mahogany does not transfer. Very, very long lasting, medium to full coverage, depending on how much you put on. And dare I say, of all of them where I said that it gives you that mattifying finish, it doesn't transfer, it moisturizes, it's true to your complexion, Estee Lauder tops all of them. For me, absolutely. And Mahogany is a rich, chestnut, chocolate brown. Absolutely love this. Do you know why? Why, Fumi, tell us? Because unlike the other dark foundations where it has like a hint of red or a hint of brick, this is more of a colder color, like a blue, so to speak. And because of that, it doesn't take away from my own true complexion. Estee Lauder is fantastic with foundations, but I will give them this. They have trumped up when it comes to women of color. I am going to do another foundation episode, drugstore, for you guys that can afford it. The thing here is, I love drugstore products that I can top up on. When it comes to foundation, as a dark woman that is challenged, as a darker woman that is challenged, going in, I am forced to go to the higher end. That is the situation that I find for myself. I can go cheap on some certain things. I cannot go cheap on the foundation. That's my base. That's where I can wear, you know, all kinds of other lipsticks for Maybelline or whatever. But my foundation has to be flawless. And I find myself gravitated towards the higher end product because they are the best. Okay, darlings, I hope you enjoyed the episode and I hope that you had fun with my sister calling to say hello. And I will see you again next week. Of course, there'll be an episode. Of course, there'll be... No, Ula, do you have a quote of the week? There'll be a quote of the week after this episode. Ula, say goodbye, my love.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, darlings. Stay wonderful, stay beautiful, and I'll see you next week. But I don't have any. Shit. I'm just trying to think. Ula, I'll be right back.
But you see with your broken view, just a shadow of my smile. Why did the world can change me? Why did the world can make me whole inside? Just wanna be whole inside. But nothing is gonna change me. Nothing is gonna make me whole inside. I just wanna be whole inside. What can you feel with your numb tattoo? It's just a